All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and hedges, pushing the truth. It's your brother Rabbi Nap coming out with the lesson. Lord's will set a fire. Rocky, man. There's a lot of pollen, whatever the hell you want to call it. A lot of pollen, barium, aluminum. What else is that? What else Esau be putting in the air, man? I think it's called barium aluminum or some type of aluminum. Damn devil, man. And then we come out here, we do this work, and people look at us like we're the scum of the earth. Okay? When Esau is the scum of the earth, man, we might cuss you people out, you know, because you lack understanding. And no matter how nice we talk, how harsh we talk, you know, you won't get it, man. And brother's been out here for years doing it. So, you know, we're coming into other men's labors, and people are still not getting the word, man. Okay? But like we always say, it's for the elect of Israel, man. All right? Matter of fact, let's start there. The filth of the world, man. That's how they look at us, man. But guess what? That's how I look at you so-called white people, man. I look at your race. You're not your race, your history. And it makes me sick to my stomach that you think that you're somebody, man. Okay, now the majority of the people might have forgot what you've done. I don't forget that. I'm constantly point that out, man. So I can stay focused, so I can be in my right mind. Because if I ever got into a fight with a so-called black man, you know, hey, man, you know, sometimes people die over that, man. It start with a fist fight. The next thing you know, you're getting shot in your face, man. But that's just like y'all. It's blood touches blood, man. Okay, I can see if you did something other than that, you know. But honestly, if the Lord hates you, I hate you. All right, as simple as that. And that goes for the so-called white man, woman, and child. All right? Especially that damn white girl, man. That Jake loves so damn much, man. Fuck that bitch. She was hanging your ass back in the day, but see, that's why I don't get too caught up with that shit. You gotta hate all wickedness, man. Scriptures tell you, never trust thine enemy, man. She's your enemy too. Just like the so-called black woman too. You gotta be circumspect out here. This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4. And you know, I'll start at 10. It says, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Exactly, man. In order to get this word out, when you teach the word, it's an offensive thing, because people want to they want to be part of the world. So by you trying to tell them to go a different way, man, there's you know, no one wants to be told what to do in this world, man. Everyone thinks they got what it takes, man. But the Heavenly Father, that's like your father telling you something, man. Especially if it's coming from a so-called black man. A lot of people look at the so-called black man like, who the hell are you? It's traumatic to see a so-called black man teaching you about the Bible, especially when your father left you as a child, okay? So we understand this, okay? 1 Corinthians 4:11, even unto the present hour we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling place. In labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world and are the offscoring of all things unto this day. Yeah, we're made as the filth of the world, man. Okay, because this world hates this world. We ain't part of this world, man. Just like Yahweh Shai, we ain't part of this world. Look how they treated him. Okay, so they're gonna treat you the same way. So you gotta get used to being the filth of the earth, man. It's not a bad thing. It's a badge of honor. All right, you being persecuted for the word, man. That means you ain't part of this world. If everyone liked you, then I would have some kind of concern with you, because the scriptures speak against that, man. Okay. what does that say? The world loves its own. Okay, let me grab that. Yeah, the Lord, we're not of this world. Loves its own. It's the book of John, St. John 15:19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay? So that's why the world hates you, man. And they look at you and despise you. Hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. You know, you think about Hamas and the Houthis and the Palestinians, man. Hey, man, that's an honorable way to die, man. If somebody invaded America, you know, and you were dying for your family and stuff like that, that's an honorable death. Someone coming from a foreign land to come attack you and you die for your country, hey, that's a beautiful death. Just like Judas Maccabees, man, he was saying that it's an honor to die for your laws in your country, man. Okay, and these are our laws, man, and Israel's our country. And just bringing people back to the battlefield, man, is the problem. Because, you know, we're not out here protesting for black rights, man. No, we're protesting for the Lord, man, to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, trying to tell our people, man, this is the way to go. Whether they hear or forbear, hey, that's up to them. They're a rebellious house. Let's get that out, matter of fact, in the book of Ezekiel. They're rebellious, man. It is what it is, though. Let me grab that. Ezekiel. I can find it. Ezekiel chapter 2. Let's grab that. Ezekiel 2. And I'll start at 6. Ezekiel 2:6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And thou shalt speak my words unto them. Salakia. No, Salakia is verse 5. Ezekiel 2:5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Okay, yeah, they're gonna know there's been a prophet among them when these tribulations start to come, and they're not gonna know how to get themselves out of it. Okay, when the Lord starts bringing out these judgments, they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them, man. There's already rumors of pestilence in Russia, some mystery sickness. Got you coughing up blood. I heard Dabu talking about that. I watch Dabu, man, when I can, man. That's what he does, man. He goes out there, he's searching the news, man. Hey, this is all for the elect. Nobody has this world beat you up so much, it's hard for you to get the accurate news and do all that, but the Lord put people in place, man. Okay? Just so the elect can bring it out, so it can be more edifying. And the Lord told you that these pestilences were gonna come. Okay? He told you these things were gonna come. That's why we're not surprised when these things do happen. And we know greater things, he's gonna do greater things than that. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. You know, I'll just start at the top. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Yeah, prophecy meaning to say before. And who's the Lord's people? You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And cause them to be written in paper, for thou art faithful and true. Fear not their imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, the incredulity means the unbelief. Don't let that trouble you, man. Because all they want to do is take away your faith so they can continue to be a part of this world. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So that's the point. You know, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Okay? But we're just warning you, man. Come back. 2nd Esdras 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Exactly, I'll bring plagues, okay, upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. The sword, the modern day sword is the gun, okay? and these missiles. Esau's the sword, man, and he's using them to bring forth judgment. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Yeah, the hurtful works of the wickedness is fulfilled. Now it's time for the Lord to do his work. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Yeah, you exercising yourself for wickedness, man. So you gaining some type of muscle memory to do what's evil. As a matter of fact, let's jump over here in the book of Isaiah. I believe it's Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah. (5 and 20). It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. So that's what's going on in this world. They calling evil good and good evil. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That's what this world is, man. They put darkness for light and light is darkness. Job even said, I'm trying to think of the precept, where the darkness is as light. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Exactly, man. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay? That's what this world's like, man. So when they see you actually doing what the Bible actually says, they hate that, man. Why? Because they have ties to this world, man. They got a 501c3. I drove by a church and it showed somebody from Northern King, him and his wife standing in the holding each other, and then their big ass poster of them in front of the door of the church. You know? Just pride, man. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mighty to strong drink. So like he is strength. Let me read that again. Isaiah 5 and 22. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're mingling strong drink, man. You're mixing the wine. You got all these different philosophies. You a little bit Muslim. You a little bit Christian. Practice Buddha's shit, you know, Hinduism. You're all over the place, man. You believe that you call the Most High, he's the God of the universe. Okay, you call him, you know, you say things. Yeah, he's the God of the universe, but you say it with the doctrine of that you're African. Okay, so you mingle this wine. Okay, which justify the wicked for a reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Exactly, man. You take that away by coming up against this word, man. Trying to pretty much, you're trying to make it of none effect by coming up against it, but you can't do anything against the truth but for it. Let's grab that. Can't do nothing against the truth. Let's see what that is. Nothing against the truth. Second Corinthians 13 and 8, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So you coming up against us, putting up videos, saying how you cut an Hebrew Israelite, and you were successful. Hey, that you're doing something for the truth, man. The Lord made you using your pride against you, man. You might think, oh, I cut him, man. He said, you know, even if you cut the IUIC, which they've been cut multiple times, but hey, guess what? That's bringing somebody closer to who the Hebrew Israelites are. And the Lord can use that to bring more people into the fold. Okay, let me see if I can find this precept. Job said the light is as darkness. Okay. Is as darkness. I believe he calls it the shadow of death. It's the book of Job, chapter 10. Bad reception here, man. Damn. Now let's go and look. See, this is why you gotta know the sword, man. It's taking forever to load. Job, chapter 10, verse, let's start at 18. Job 10 and 18. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb, or that I had given up the ghost, and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness, in the shadow of death, a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Okay, that's talking about Babylon, man. Okay, the light is as darkness, man. They put good for evil and evil for good, man. That's where we're at. Job was prophesying, man. This place is wicked as hell. And that matches up with Psalms, the 23rd chapter. All right? So you got to know this understanding, man. Y'all read this in the church like without understanding in it, and they mix the wine, making it a prosperity doctrine, man. It's all enchantment. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Exactly, man. As I walk through the shadow of death, man. Because no matter where you go, death's always lurking here, man. Statistically, you're more prone to getting put to death than any other nation down here on the earth. Look at Chicago. Chicago just hit the 13th time. It was the murder capital of the country. And guess what? Who's dying over there at alarming rates, man? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But predominantly so-called Negroes and Latinos, because most of you Native Americans are on these reservations where you're drinking yourself to death, man. You're getting kidnapped at alarming rates and not even being found, man. And the laws are, I forgot how the laws are over there. Because I think, because you're on a reservation, you can, I guess you have your own, it's like federal land, they can't go over there. I don't know, something fishy about that shit, man. Esau be going over there and they be kidnapping your kids, man. So you got to be aware of these things. Why is it like that for y'all? Because y'all suffering the curses. Y'all are the Israelites, okay? And this is the valley of the shadow of death. And this is what we suffer, okay? This is why we come out so we can comfort those with these words of Yahweh Shai, man. Somebody needs to get it. Somebody needs to be comforted through their oppression, through their affliction. It's not every race that's going through the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay, so all these curses are going to come upon thee and overtake thee. Let me see. I'm looking for the one where it says, you don't know, you're going to be going home. You're going to be scared everywhere you go, man. Okay. I can't even think of what precept it is, but that's pretty much what it is. You're going to be always scared, man. And you're going to be thanking the Lord that you got back home, and you're going to be thanking the Lord with, you know, wherever you go, because nothing's guaranteed in this place, man. Hold on, let me grab it out of my phone real quick, because this is what we need to know. We need to be comforted in this place, man. I can't even find it. I know it's in Deuteronomy 28. Let me see if I can. Maybe I got it highlighted on my phone. Deuteronomy 28. So come up. So many, man. I'm looking for a specific curse. I can't even find it. Somewhere in there. I'm gonna get this. These curses are for a sign for us. Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And They shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Okay, so these things that we're going through, I can't find the exact curse, and I can't word it right now, but basically you're gonna be praying that you got home and praying that you know, something about noon. Actually, let me just put in noon. I think it's yeah, here it is. Deuteronomy 28, actually I'll start at 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. So that's the point too. The Lord shall scatter thee among all people. So our people exceed this sign, okay? They're in every nation. So we know if you're an Israelite, if you resonate with the word, okay, with the truth. From the one end of the earth even unto the other, so they're scattered everywhere. And there thou shalt serve other gods, and that's why they're serving other gods, because they're brought up in these different cultures in the midst of these heathen, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Yeah, our fathers have not known Jesus Christ, Buddha, and Allah, okay? But these are just gods that they probably just brought back up, man. There's many different gods, Dagon, you know, Bel. They're all idols at the end of the day. So we're not new to idolatry, okay? It's been here a long time. Deuteronomy 28:65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. And this is the point. You're not gonna find any ease here. Okay, this is the shadow of death, man. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. You gotta work all the time. You gotta grind. All that shit about to come to an end, but that's what Babylon's here for, is bitterness, man. You're gonna be in bitterness, man. This is slavery. But the Lord Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart. Exactly, you're gonna be trembling. Okay, when the police start to pull you over, you're gonna be trembling. Okay, when it's time to pay your bills, you're gonna be trembling. You send your kid to school, you know, you smoke a weed now, you know, whatever, you're gonna be trembling. Okay, and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, you're gonna have sorrow of mind, man. How are you gonna get this done? How are you gonna get that done? It's gonna be tough. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. Exactly, you're gonna hang in doubt, because statistically, like I said, man, you're more prone to have the worst stats that any other race should have down here in Babylon, in America. And thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. You're not gonna have any assurance of your life. That's why you feel that way when you get pulled over, okay? That's how you know Esau don't get scared like that. Because they know, you watch videos, Esau run out, the cop will he'll be pointing his gun at him and he won't even shoot his ass. And I seen somebody pull out a hatchet against a police officer. He didn't put his ass to death. And he had a gun. But if it was one of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, he would have split your shit in two. Okay? And you know that. That's why you run when you were on the block. You used to run when you saw the police, man. He'll kill his own people, and then he'll drop the gun and put his hands up when the police come and pull him over. And that's because of these curses, man. In the morning thou shalt say, this is the point, would the Most High were even. Yeah, in the morning I wish it was the evening. And at the even thou shalt say, would the Most High were morning. Yeah, with the Heavenly Father, I wish it was the morning, man. Can't wait to get out of work, but then you gotta, I can't wait to, then you gotta go back to work, okay? Wish the shit would end. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Exactly, man. Nothing but oppression, okay? Afflictions. That's what the Lord put you here. Bitterness, nothing sweet, all right? But you got the mindset like shit's sweet with a little bit of a couple Federal Reserve notes. Man, that'll change your whole mindset out here, man. They give you a stimulus check. Now you acting like you got it all or something. And that's the mindset of Jake. That's why we don't want to be in that spirit of Babylon, man. Because you got to be drunk to think that you're comfortable here. You must be mingling the wine again, man. Nah, you got to drink it. You got to have it pure, man. Drink the grape. Drink Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. I want to grab that in NLT, Deuteronomy 28. There's no reason why you should love this place. Deuteronomy 28 and 65 in the NLT. There among those nations you will find no peace or place to rest. And the Lord Yahweh will cause your heart to tremble, your eyesight to fail, and your soul to despair. Okay, your soul's gonna be in despair, man. Your eyesight's gonna fail, man. And that's both physically and spiritually, man. Because you ain't gonna understand what's going on. You need an eyesight. In the morning, you will say, if only it were night. Yeah, in the morning, you wake up in the morning, it's a horrible feeling to wake up in the morning, man. Because you got shit to do, man. You can't just relax and rest, man. You gotta get up, you gotta go. And the first battle is getting up out of bed. You gotta get up out of there. You don't rest in here. And the Lord will cause your heart to tremble, your eyes to fail, your soul to despair. Your life will constantly hang in the balance. Exactly, you constantly weighed in the balance, man. Life or death, who knows? You will live night and day in fear, unsure if you will survive in all aspects of life. You're unsure if you'll survive, man. If another bill, if my tire pop, man, I'm fucked if I don't get this done, man. These are signs, man. We all go through it, but it's different with Israel, because a lot of y'all, even if on the higher, even if you higher up the ladder, man, you an Israelite, man, that money ain't sure. You know Esau can come take your shit away just like that. You ain't a damn devil. You ain't got no life here. You gotta be wicked, man. You gotta be a full-blown demon in Babylon to prosper. And Israel they can be wicked, okay? But it gets to a point where, like, hey, man, you can't be as wicked as the devil, though. The devil can far exceed you, man. He's gonna keep taking away from you all the way till you destroy yourself. Okay? Let me grab that. Deuteronomy 28 and 67. In the morning you will say, if only it were night. And in the evening you will say, if only it were morning. For you will be terrified by awful horrors you see around you. Exactly, man. That's going to really take effect. The more and more the Lord starts turning all this up, man. Ain't going to be any jobs in Babylon. You're going to, how are you going to feel then about paying bills? So you better get used to these afflictions. Okay? These afflictions are actually good. If you got the spirit, man. Because that just shows you that the Lord's dealing with you as a child. Number one, you understand the affliction, and it's for your benefit. Okay? It's like he's training you for this war. That's a spiritual battle that's going to be happening. So it's slowly making you depart from Babylon. Isaiah 19 and verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So there's not going to be any work for you Egyptians, man. And you can already start to see that with the lack of with him slashing jobs. Talking about Donald Duck, he about to slash more jobs, man. That's why he's trying to build this AI infrastructure. AI can take all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Even these high-tech jobs, man. He don't need you to be sending emails all day and drinking up all the damn Keurig coffee cups, creating mad plastic and polluting the earth, man. Just so you can pour water through a small-ass K-cup, man. That's just stupid as shit. That's Esau, though. Okay? He's a damn child. He don't. What's the benefit just so you can have a damn coffee? He's foolish, man. There's way more economical ways to drink coffee, man, and he chooses the worst way. Okay? As a matter of fact, what's that, Ecclesiastes? I'm trying to think of, what's that, Ecclesiastes? Ain't gonna be no word for Babylon, long story short, but I wanna find that. Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those who look out of the windows be darkened. Exactly, the grinders shall cease, man. You go to work, you're grinding, man. That's gonna cease. So how much more afflictions you gonna have to go through when you ain't got when you ain't got any work. You have no way to pay your bills, no way to make money. Okay, and that's terrible. Okay, of course we want to be sustainable, but hey, man, a man can't live off bread alone, man, but by every word that's proceedeth out of the mouth of the Heavenly Father. So you got to know that. Okay, so as they start taking away these jobs, what are you gonna do? Hey, you're gonna rely on the Lord, man. Okay, your reliance on the Lord needs to be increasing at this time. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Yeah, the doors shall be shut in the streets, man. You're gonna have to start ordering shit off Amazon. You're gonna have to need a digital interface to get on there. Okay? You're gonna have to need to rely on the image, or you're gonna have to rely on the Lord. You choose. When the sound of the grinding is low, when the sound of the grinding is low, it's already starting to slowly be turned down, man. And he started with the federal government. He's deporting you, Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans, okay? Whether you're in school, he just went into somebody's school. I think it was a Colombian woman. She was going to school. I guess, I don't know what the fuck she was doing, man. But that's what he wants. And he already has litigation that allows him to go into your churches, your schools, and your hospitals to come get you niggas, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Excuse me. He's the real nigga. Scriptures call him a nigger at his own table, and that's why he's gonna be destroyed. Okay? It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. Exactly, you're gonna rise up at the voice of the bird. When you ain't hearing sirens and police cruisers going to and fro throughout the city, no construction being done, you're gonna wake up at the voice of a bird, man. It's gonna be quiet. Okay? That's what's gonna wake you up, man. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. The daughters of music ain't gonna be no music, man. Music industry, that's just gonna be a rap. So no matter where you're at, look at P. Diddy, look at R. Kelly. Look at these people, man. Look at Young Scooter. Look at Ray Lo, or whatever his name. Put to death, man. The Lord's turning the music off, man. He's turning your TV off. That's like, just like Kendrick Lamar said, man. That's what the Lord, he's actually turning your TV off, man. So the Lord's not playing around. Okay? And go back to the keepers of the house, man. Let's talk about these bankers, man. You know, these elite banking families, man. But more so down, you know, you already started to see some of these banks not having the ability to give their people who deposit their money into their banks. There was situations where they couldn't even pay them. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen, man. They're increasing insurance. It costs more to hold your money now. It's actually it's a liability to hold your money. But we shouldn't be in a system where you work and you put your money in somebody else's pocket and hope that he holds it for you. What kind of system is that? No, I should be able to store my own cash. But now he's saying in order to bypass that, I'm gonna put the bank right inside of you, man. You're gonna be a part of the blockchain. Okay? But what's the problem with that? Now you're owned by the damn bankers. Get the hell out of here, man. But a lot of you millennials, man, you love this shit, man. You think, oh, this is new age tech. I can't wait to get my MOTB, and that's what they're gonna be saying. This book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 17. Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Okay, so there ain't gonna be any work. Okay, no herd in the stalls. Hey, man, nothing blossoming. There's nothing to reap, man. No work to do, man. Go home. All right. No need for you here. And this is also talking about a famine, man. All right. So you gotta be prepared for that too. There ain't gonna be nothing to eat. This is the book of Haggai 1 and 11. It says, It says, and I called for a drought upon the land and upon the mountains and upon the corn and upon the new wine and upon the oil and upon that which the ground bringeth forth and upon men and upon cattle and upon all the labor of the hands. All the labor of the hands, man, there's going to be a drought of that. A drought of jobs. There's a drought of jobs in the government sector right now. Okay? A lot of these other jobs, man, that were holding up the stock market, just ain't doing it anymore. Tesla's, all stock prices are crashing right now, man. Okay? Now the stock market's gonna fluctuate, but we know there's gonna be a crashing in the hills, man. There's gonna be another Great Depression, another Great Oppression. This is the Great Oppression. It's gonna be a Great Depression, man. The greatest to ever come. That was the Great Depression. This is gonna be the greatest depression, man. Because this shit ain't never rising up again. This place is prophesied to fall, and no one's being prepared for that, man. No one's fighting, no one's saying anything about that. No one's protesting the words of the Lord. Okay? That's the only thing that really matters. So he's gonna be shutting off all of that. Okay? 2nd Esdras chapter 16. And verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." So you can't even relax in the time to come. You can't relax now, and you have to be like a pilgrim in the earth when all these things come to pass. You gotta be able, you can't have any attachments. Okay? You can't, your car, your phone, you know, your wife, your kids, man. They're trying to get the MOTB. You might have to leave them, man. You gotta go. Okay? He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Exactly, man. You got a business. Hey, be as though it's gonna tank, man. This whole society's gonna crash, man. And the Lord's slowly turning up the fire, and a lot of people don't see it. And if you ain't diligently seeking the Lord, you'll easily be. Esau got so much entertainment out there. Okay, he has so many ways to distract you from the Lord, man. You'll easily get put back to sleep. The enchantments, he's going hard with the enchantments, man. He's killing people left and right. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now. Executive orders every single day. You ain't got no time to think about what this devil's doing. You focus on this devil too much, you can go right back to sleep. You just be a conspiracy theorist. You gotta be in the Bible, man. You gotta meditate on his prophecies. You watch the news, right to sleep, man. It'll put you right to sleep. There's so many controversies. The Epstein files, JFK files, the Tupac files. He's just beating you over the head with enchantments. You gotta be firm in the word, man. You gotta fight this devil, man. Okay? And nobody cares about hearing the word. That's why we share it on these digital epistles on the internet. But this is gonna be shut down. Then what? Then what, man? And it's the spirit that our elders here in Boston, man. He said, man, we still gonna be out here. Okay? This is just a tool to get to whoever it needs to get to, man. We ain't getting caught up on this YouTube shit. This is another stumbling block for a lot of y'all, man. This YouTube shit is a damn stumbling block, man. If you ain't using it for the Lord, this YouTube shit's gonna destroy a lot of you out there, man. 30,000 views, 40, 50,000 views. I even heard on the IUIC said, oh, if you get, you know, they laughing at dudes who got 1 or 2 views. Hey, man, you lucky you get 1 view. Nobody gotta watch you, man. There's so much folly in this world, man. So much folly. What's that? Ecclesiastes. I think it's 10. No. Yep. Ecclesiastes 10:6 in the NLT. When they give great authority to foolish people in low positions to people of proven worth. Let's get that in the KJV. Let's get that in the KJV. Ecclesiastes 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Exactly. Folly is set in great dignity. Foolishness is set in great dignity. That's why the shit that you see on the TV, it's all foolishness, man. They ain't talking about anything that actually matters. The only thing that actually matters is what the Lord is going to have done down here in Babylon, man. The only people that actually matter are those who can actually repent and come back to the Lord, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why this is what we teach this word for. And it's really for the elect. So 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't even matter. So even if you're on this sign, you might not meet the measurement of what the Lord's looking for. Okay? A lot of y'all are rotten fruit, man. Lord's not dealing with everybody, man. You're still doing traditions of men, all types of wickedness and idolatry. You still follow a woman like she knows what the hell she's talking about. A woman don't know anything. Okay? The men's supposed to rule, man. And if your woman don't like that, well, guess what? She gonna die too. She don't like following her man, she's gonna get put to death. And you following your wife, man. She lacks understanding. Okay? That's that folly set in great dignity. I just saw a woman teaching the Bible. The Bible speaks against that, man. A woman shall have no authority over the man. But this world is ass backwards. It's backwards, man. It's flipped upside down. So the women are in high positions, man. They can even run for president. Pass laws that can oppress you, man. That's Esau, man. Esau got it like that. So you got to fight against these things, man. Okay? You have to. 2nd Ezra 16:42. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. And you building a house, you building a business. Act like you ain't gonna dwell in there. Act like your business is robbed, man. Put your trust in your time and your investing of your mind and your soul into the Lord. The things that really matter, put that on the Lord. And your burdens, cast that onto the Lord. Okay? This is gonna be a mighty affliction, much tribulation. Okay, that we got to go through in order to make it to the kingdom of heaven. But a lot of people ain't meditating on these things. Acts chapter 14 and verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. Exactly, kingdom of Salakia, the kingdom of the Most High. Much tribulation, man. Famines, pestilences, the sword, okay? Your family, your business, your house, much tribulation. You got to give it up. And if you allow one of those things to get you stumbling, you're going to fall, man. You're going to fall. All right? Following this shit. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 43. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. Exactly, man. Just like you planted a vineyard, you invested in something, you laboring for something, hey, count that shit dung, man. Count all of that shit dung, man. You labored it, you put it in a world that's going to be destroyed. That's why we keep our mind on the kingdom of heaven. Right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6. Verse 33, it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the heavenly Father and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Exactly, you'll eventually begin to reap. You'll be able to sow again. We can start experiencing the blessings in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, instead of all these curses that are put upon us, man. Okay? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 44. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. Exactly, man. So you ain't got no kids, you better marry as if you will have no children. All right? And they that marry not as the widowers, man. You know, like you lost your spouse. Because that's what it's kind of going to be like. Just like Lot. Remember Lot's wife, man. If he turned back with her, they would have both been destroyed. They wouldn't have been Moab and Ammon. Okay? Lot wouldn't have made it. He would have died if he didn't listen to the Lord. The men, you got to listen to the Lord. Your woman, she going to go back into the world. And don't let her take you with her. Okay? But there's an elect lady too. She's gonna be needing a man that's not gonna listen to her. She's gonna need a man that's cleaving to the Lord while she cleaves unto you. Okay? It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 46. Verse 45. And there they that labor in vain. Exactly. They that labor in vain. Okay, that's what a lot of y'all are doing. But this labor right here, this ain't in vain. Okay? This is storing up your riches in heaven. Let's grab that. Okay? This is not vain labor. Okay? Store up your riches, treasures in heaven. Matthew the 6th chapter. I was already there. That's the spirit. Matthew 6 and 19. I'm going to go up a little bit. I'll start at 16. Matthew 6 and 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Exactly, man. Don't be a hypocrite. Be thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Yeah, the things that you do in secret, he will reward you openly. Okay? And it also talks about how to pray in Matthew the 6th chapter, man. Don't be like the hypocrites. These non-believers, man. These false Christians and Catholics, man. They be praying outside. They be like, "Can I hold your hand and pray for you, miss?" Sure. Oh no, that's how the Christians and Catholics do. But you have a blessed day, though. She said, oh man, that is funny as hell, man. That is funny as shit, man. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Okay, don't lay your treasures here. You got gold, you want to buy in gold. Hey, you can buy. Hey, money's a defense. Get your gold, man. But don't trust in it like it's gonna save you, man. You know, don't idolize the gold. You might use it for, it might be worth some bread in the future. Who knows, man? Gold ain't gonna save you, man. Silver, hey, everyone's saying now silver's gonna go up, man. Nah, man. Hey, this is the silver and the gold, according to the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that. I think it's Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Revelation 3 and 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. Exactly, man. You need to anoint your eyes with this eye salve, man. Okay? You need that holy anointing so you can see what's written, so you can have that understanding, man, so you can be clothed in white. Make your garment, you know, when your sins are being blotted out, man, that makes you rich, man. This whole world was created for Israel, man. Salvation, that penny, makes you richer than everybody, man. Okay? That's the most, that's what you want. It's the penny, man. Okay, that penny of salvation. Where am I? 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods. Exactly. Strangers are going to reap your fruits and spoil your goods, man. You storing it up here in your barn, man, that's just going to be taken. Overthrow their houses. So your house that you built, you know, you labored for, that you wanted to rest in, that's going to be spoiled. And take their children captives. Okay, so they're going to take your children captives. All right? For in captivity and famine shall they get children. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And that's what's coming, man. Captivity and famine. This MOTB system. This is a full blitz on the nation of Israel, man. From the so-called white man Esau Edom, because he know he got a short time left, man. You got to prepare your mind. You got to call the audibles, man, which is getting into this word, man. Pay attention to the movements that are going on in the earth. Right now, what's he doing? He wants to bomb Iran. He wants to fight Yemen. And what's he doing on the east, the so-called white man, these Russians? Zelensky still wants to fight against the Russians for what? To bring forth prophecy, man. The Lord's stirring up the spirit of the Medes, man. And he's keeping that rebellious, hard-hearted spirit on Zelensky, man, to keep this thing going, man. Now, according to some articles, man, he going rogue, man. And Europe's all for it. Okay, but this is all, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He's the one causing all these things. Okay, whether it's fake news, wrong news, or whatever the hell you want to call it, man, it's going to come to pass, no matter how you look at it. It starts in the spiritual, and it ends up manifesting physically. And we measure those times. I don't care what is going on. Rumors of wars, this is all prophesied, man. This is what the Lord said it was going to be like. So you got to know these things. 2nd Ezra 16:47, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. Exactly. The more you deck yourself with this world, the more you make yourself part of this world, you're going to be an enemy with the Most High. Okay? I want to see if your pastor tells you that. Tells you about this MOTB system that's in place, man. He ain't telling you none of this. But he's still passing that collection plate. Still investing. Probably got gold, ETFs, and all types of shit, man. We go with your tithe. Okay? He's taking it and giving it to the so-called white man. And all that shit's gonna crash, man. Because he's serving the devil. And then he's gonna turn around and take the MOTB, then he's gonna tell you to do it after. And he's gonna bring out Romans the 13th chapter and tell you that you gotta listen to your master, man. Let me grab that. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He gonna be like, everyone sit down. I want to bring Romans 13:1. He's gonna tell you. In the NLT, he's gonna tell you, everyone must submit to governing authorities. For all authority comes from the Heavenly Father, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by the Most High. So anyone who rebels against authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and they will be punished. That's what he's going to use. He's going to use them scriptures, and you lack the understanding, so you're going to take the MOTB because your pastor told you to do it. Okay? So this is what we're saying, man. This is why you want to take heed to the words of the prophets, the servants, the prophets, those who actually do the work, who are out here on these highways and hedges like it is prophesied, told you to do. Okay? And stop listening to these mainstream Christians, man. What is that? I'm looking for. What's that? Jeremiah, is it 5? Pastors that should feed you with knowledge. No, Jeremiah 3 is Slakia. Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Okay, so that's who you need to get this wisdom from. I'll give you pastors who will feed you with knowledge and understanding. Okay, knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, both of the times that we're living in. Okay, and someone that is going to lead you ultimately back to the true understanding of Yahweh Shah, to the name, to who you are. Okay, at least the beginning. The understanding of the history of the Israelites. A lot of us lack that understanding. Very important understanding, man. This milk is so important, man. Knowing who we are in the past, the Israelites' history, that's going to help you shine a light on the future. Because it's going to shine a light on who Esau Edom is, who was your enemy, by the way. All right? And it's going to give you the necessary nutrition, the spiritual water in how you doing, sir? Rob? Good, man.
You've been away for a while.
I like to go to different parts of the city. I seen it though, man. You know, so just that's how it is, man. You know, you need that knowledge, man, and you need someone that's ordained or authorized by the Most High to give you that knowledge, man. To give you that urgency, to give you that spiritual kick in the ass for you to really seek the Lord 10 times more while He still can be found. Okay. Let's see. Sirach, 2nd Ezra 16:49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. Okay, yeah, you gotta hate iniquity, which is lawlessness, which is sin, man. Okay, iniquity is lawlessness. People who ain't, you just utter disrespect for the law, statutes, and commandments. That's iniquity. That just transgress the laws, without any thinking of repenting. You ain't thinking about repenting or changing your ways at all. You're fully caught in your iniquity, transgressing of the law. 1 John 3:4. When she decketh herself and shall accuse her to her face. Exactly, man. So this is like a whore that envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, man. Okay? Let me read that again. 2nd Ezra 16:49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Okay, just like a whore envies a woman that has a good reputation, both with her man, with God, and with man. A whore envies that. Okay, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. Yeah, just like this whore envies that woman, that's how righteousness hates iniquity. When she decketh herself and shall accuse her to her face, when he cometh that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon the earth. Exactly, man. When he cometh, okay? When he cometh that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon the earth, which is Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? He's gonna judge in righteousness. So he's gonna know who you are through the Spirit, everything that you've done, and every laser beam that turns you into powder was deserved. Okay? He comes to judge in righteousness. Right? As a matter of fact, let's grab that. Revelation 19 and it says the judge makes war. Where is it? The judge and makes war. Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. Okay, so he does judge and makes war. Okay, so that's what he's coming to bring: judgment, war. All right. It's the book of Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman and whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. So it will be any work for Babylon ultimately is coming to a complete end. Okay? Coming to a complete end. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Exactly, man. By your sorceries, your lies, your enchantments. All nations are deceived by this devil. That's why we have to constantly seek the Lord. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth, man. Exactly, man. That's where the blood was found. And guess what? That's where the blood's going to be shed, according to Numbers 35. Let's grab that. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay? Just Esau, man. You shedded a lot of blood in this land, and your blood's gonna be shed here in this land. That's why there's a great slaughter in Basra. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for the Lord dwell among the children of Israel, especially in Israel too. There was a lot of blood shed there. That's why that place is going to be destroyed. And the people who shed that blood in the past life, they're going to get their blood shed. All them ancient Romans, y'all going to be over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, and your blood going to be shed in the same place that you shed the blood. Okay, let me grab this second address. Let me get this in the GNT. Second address, 15 and 13 GNT. GNTD, whatever that is. Let's see. It says the farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout, and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms. So that's gonna be destroyed, man. Okay. Gonna be destroyed. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna end it right here. Lord's will. This book of Psalms, 146, in verse number 3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Okay? So don't put your trust in these princes, nor in the Son of Man, okay, in whom there is no help. Okay. Just lock it. Hold on. You see that in the KJV. You want to be trusting in the Lord, man. Let's get this in the NLT. Psalms 146 and 3. Don't put your, this is Psalm 146 and 3 in the NLT. Don't put your confidence in powerful people. There is no help for you there, okay? There's no help for you there, man. You gotta trust in the Lord, man. Okay? Trust in Egypt. Trust in this MOTB system. You have to put your trust in the Lord, man. You gotta build your faith to get to that point. But I'm gonna end it right there. Lord's will, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechach, Wadash, Shalom, Baba Ball, and Kwam Yasharala.